All right, so currently there's a lot of discussion around racial relations between quarterbacks. A lot of people don't feel like the coverage on Josh Allen has been quite as fair as it's been for quarterbacks such as Lamar Jackson. Now, there's two things I want to touch on. First off, I brought out the Colin Kaepernick shirt just for the purpose. On top of that, I have 2 degrees, one of them in American Ethnic Studies, and this is kind of where I like to frolic sometimes. Not saying I know everything. I'm not saying my word is law, but we're going to discuss it. Josh Allen, after blowing the game this past playoff weekend, 2 interceptions, 2 fumbles, cost him the game. You turn on ESPN, there's one pundit everybody's discussing, Dan Orlowski, blamed the player for not falling on the fumble, blamed the GM not constructing the roster properly, blamed the coach who ultimately ended up getting fired. But my real perspective on this is when we discuss Lamar Jackson, we use kitty gloves with him as well. I've never heard anybody, no race period, say Lamar Jackson can't read defenses. Maybe when he first got into the league, yes. And I believe this is an issue. I'm not saying there's not heavy racial undertones here, but I think the person we should be focusing on as a black quarterback that we want to compare to Josh Allen in this sense should be Jalen Hurts. And I say this because Jalen Hurts has been to 2 Super Bowls, won last year's Super Bowl MVP, been in the MVP top 5 a couple years ago, and I feel like he doesn't get a fair shake. He's the one they say, oh, can't throw the ball, can't read defenses, bottom 5, bottom 10 quarterback in the NFL. I feel like he doesn't get his just due. Now, what is being said about these quarterbacks? We can bicker and banter all day, every day about your perspective on what should be said or what was said. Look, obviously, these 2 quarterbacks are covered differently because everybody knows Jalen Hurts is disrespected and Josh Allen isn't. Right there, you can just simply run away with the argument. But where I'm really going with this is it ain't just white folks. And that's why I need black people to get off their high horse and have a logical conversation because it's a lot of black folks disrespecting Jalen Hurts. Scroll through my comments all season. I'm an Eagles fan, so I make Eagles content. You should see the stuff that is said from brothers out there as well. And I'm not hopping on anybody's side. I'm just saying it comes from both angles when we discuss these quarterbacks. Now, hopping on TV and broadcasting your frustration in different ways, I think you're owed a little bit more forthcoming, a little bit more sincerity, a little bit more, you should be on both sides. And when I know one thing's for sure is when we discuss Josh Allen, that's not a true fact. When Josh Allen gets discussed, he's looked at as some golden boy who can do no wrong. And Jalen Hurts has never looked at that. People are discussing what team, if Jalen Hurts should be traded mid-season. I think we all have a little bit of looking in the mirror to do. But at the end of the day, there's not one right or wrong answer with this. I think it's the overall discussion on these quarterbacks from both races. And I'm not hopping on any side because I think y'all all do a disrespectful job at some point, one or another.